Boom! The post-comp review. Not much to review. Pulled 270, bombed 300, first attempt, bombed 300, second go at it, comp finished. I was a freaking donut and was so hyper-focused on pulling 300. If I'd gone for 285, I think I might have even jagged a medal at Worlds. But didn't pay attention because all I wanted was the big caboose. The big 300. Now, not getting something that you want to get. Talked about all of this vlogging and chatting about was doing this one silly little number that I wanted to do on the other side of the planet. Am I disappointed? Yes, absolutely. Am I that sad? Nope. Moved on super quick. Didn't happen. No big deal. Doesn't mean it wasn't important to me. It just means I wasn't there on the day. If I could sit back and sit in this chair right now that we're sitting on, there we go, in the chair, and I could look back on it all and be like, ooh, should have done that, should have done this, should have done that, should have done this, then maybe, yeah, I could sit here and be disappointed in myself and think, fuck, Johnny, why didn't you do this thing? You wanted to do it, you didn't do it. However, I didn't. Everything I wanted to do in training, I set out to do, I did. Training was the priority. It landed on the priority list, I should say, that I wanted it to be. Was meaning that it wasn't the number one priority. There's plenty of other things I need to get done in that week, in my training weeks. That wasn't training. And as far as looking after my body, I did everything that I should. I pulled all the numbers that I could. I did all the sets and reps that I could. So I did everything I could to be there and do the thing. The X was always going to be the unknown of what it would be like to compete on the other side of the planet at the end of a big competition week, where I've had to get super excited. Not had to, but did get super excited for all of my athletes. I got to coach and assist. I think I personally coached maybe 15, and then of course helped a bunch of others from Team Australia across the days. So there was me getting fired up and jazzed for that, which was good. A lot of knee wrapping, a lot of walking around in circles, so the poor old knee was getting a little bit sore there as well. And then it was always going to be the X Factor. Can I back it up after all of that is said and done and lift the weight? And I couldn't. Oh well. Got 270, not disappointed. The big goal for me was to put myself in a position to be able to attempt 300. If I got it, I got it. Super excited. Obviously, if I didn't, I got to do the other big goals, which was one, compete at a world event, which is super fucking cool. If you'd asked me 15 years ago, if I thought I'd be competing in this weird, strange little sport on the other side of the planet, I would have thought you were silly. I did not think it meant, to be honest. I didn't even know there was world events, but there was, and we did one. So I'm super fired up, super excited about that. And the other really cool thing was being able to have a competition experience with my clients and my friends. Often as a coach, you spend all of your time coaching at comps and you don't get a chance to do something with your crew. And I got to do that, and I feel I got to do that in a way that did not impact any of the people that I help. They all absolutely crushed it, exceeded expectations, which was super cool. A lot of PBs, few medals floating around, which is really fucking cool as well. The only thing that didn't come together was my 270. That's okay. We now sit back, we reflect, we look forward, we don't look back, see what the plan is for next year. Of course, there's more Worlds, there's another one. Might get ready, might do that. But for now, let's just watch the 270, see how it was, and that's it. The most important training session I think that is never spoken about is the session that you do the day before. 24 hours, 12 hours pre-session. I call it the practice, mindset, and CNS priming session. This is your opportunity to visualize your comp before the comp even starts. Think about all the things, thinking about the audience, thinking about the referees, having a feel and an assessment of how the weights are moving. You know what, for me, 3 reds needs to move like, and I need to feel like being able to move 300. Respective, looking back on these, and even when I was through this session, I knew it was not moving fast enough that I would have more than 300 in me, and even 300 would potentially be a fucking challenge to be able to get, which
Turns out I was correct. I was lucky enough to do this session in the event space as well, which was a nice little bonus. Here's 270, sit back and enjoy. Now I'd love to thank everyone who's been sitting back watching, enjoying these things, passing on their congratulations, best wishes, and following along with everything I've been doing, asking all the questions. But most importantly, there is 2 humans that have supported me the most alongside this big space, and that is the amazing bro, aka Jay Lee, and little one, aka Kendra. Love you two so much. Can't wait to do this all again with you guys by my side.